good evening everyone. It's Midlife Game-ist. Hope you're all well. Oh, well, Scottish are in early. Hello mate, how are you? Good evening to you. I am here in the lodge. Seems like I don't need much of an excuse to come back into this game. I play it on a regular basis. Every couple of days or so I go into it. But I seem to come up with an excuse to live stream it on quite a regular basis as well. But today, good reason to. I have 3 codes to give away. So the first code I'm going to give away is for the original game, which we will go and have a look at, which is the Korean side of the game. And then I've got 2 codes, which is for the West Coast DLC, which is the one that came out just before Christmas, really. Hey, mate. Excellent. I'm glad your day's done as well. Get home. It's a bit chilly here, but I've got the fire going. It's nice and romantic, waiting for you on my seat here. If you feel the need. Nice little comfy place for you right beside me. Yeah, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you all of the 40 locations now that are available in game. I have of course finished the game, so I don't have any challenges left to do other than just play the game, really. I'm going to be asking questions as well regarding the game, so you will need to know a little bit about, you know, my gameplay through it and a little bit about the game, but I'm not going to make it too difficult for you. So I've got all the trophies there, the last 3. That might be a hint to you. Look at them. There. That might be a little hint to one of the questions later. And let's go downstairs. This is my saltwater tank now, which is complete. So that's all the West Coast fish. It's nice. They've got 2 manta rays, a couple of seals, and a couple of dolphins were the final rewards that I received. I did post a picture of a certain fish on my YouTube, which was one of the most trickiest I found to catch. So yeah, if you have a look, you will see it, and that, well, might be a clue as to another question I will ask. Now, to play the DLC, you do need the original game. So the DLC is really for those that have got the game already. But I have to say, this is I've put hundreds of hours into this. I hate to think. I think it's just as well they don't put a game clock in the amount of hours that you've got. I'm not going to do multiplayer. I'm just going to go and fishing locations. So we're going to start in Korea. So you go to the world map, select Korea. And I'm going to start in area 1. And I'm just going to catch a fish in each one. So the fishing style is the same for each of the levels. You've got your twerking, which will be that. You've got your reeling, which you can do reel and twitch. Oh, there you go. So that's the lure, really, which I seem to have caught something already. Wasn't expecting to do that. Quite big as well, without really trying. I love the locations though. It blew my mind when I was lucky enough to get in early on, and get the code when it was in the beta stage, and I couldn't believe that what I was seeing. My mouth hit the floor, really. I couldn't believe that a standalone headset could produce this quality of visuals. And in fact, when I went on to, because I couldn't at that time, I couldn't live stream on YouTube. I didn't have the setup for it. I didn't know how to do it, to be honest. I couldn't even fathom that out at that stage. So you were able to just go and hit a button and live stream straight to Facebook, and I went on to Facebook, and yeah, the first question I got was, "Is that a game?" Because people thought I was actually in a location fishing at the time. So let's do one. What I'm going to do is one float fishing and one lure fishing. That's how I'm going to do that, and we'll go through. But I like it that you get animations in each of the levels that's fairly unique to each one. So you get the ferry going around over there. You get the little rainbow that appears. All the water animations. Oh, there we go, fish. Birds flying over. It is stunning, the cloud animations. It's things you take for granted, really, like the birds and the cloud movement and the water movement. I mean, all of that's going on in this little headset. Oh, that's another biggie. Catfish by the looks of it. Come to me. I doubt if I'll get any personal bests. But if I do, I'm keeping them. That's a little. So I'm releasing the majority, unless it's a personal best or a rare fish. I'm just releasing them all now. It's quite serene. Nice animations of the cars on the bridges, lights on the buildings. I think have you got mosquitoes or so? Mozzies. I thought if I turned around, because I'm sitting. No, perhaps it's not on this one. But you get like the lights shining. I thought on this one you've got the mosquitoes buzzing around you, but you don't. Mandarin fish. Let's do one lure fishing then. Oh, there you go. I've got to buy some bait then. So we're going to have to go to the store. Bait. I've got none. So that's the other thing now. So you do need to stock up on some of these items. Especially on the lure fishing. So what we got? So I've got 25 of those. I usually keep about 40 or 50 of each because I've got loads of money, to be quite honest. It doesn't take you long to... Oh, and yeah, you get fireworks is the other animation on this one. So those baits there, you can see, it'll tell you they're good for epic or rare fish. But that isn't necessarily true all the time, I would say. Oh, I thought I'd selected. Let's go lure fishing. Right. So peaceful. Do a bit of twitching. They're not taking my bait. Why ever not? What's wrong with it? We got, so that's a jig, so it should be alright. They're just fussy. Oh, there you go. We got one. It's a fairly big one. Yeah, normally I fish sort of multiplayer as well, social side of it, but when I'm live streaming I don't tend to quite so much because I find it gets a little bit confusing sometimes for people when I'm talking. They think I'm talking to them, and it seems a little bit rude as well in games such as this, but there's an amazing community. I mean, to be honest, this is, if you're afraid of, let's go to the next location. If you're afraid of going online a little bit because you've had bad experiences, then this is probably one of the best games to go online and experience how good a community can be, because I've never had any problems whatsoever. I've heard people say that they've had the odd person that comes in and waves the rod in their face or something like that, but I've never experienced it at all. Most people are interested to know, a little bit about you. A lot of people are actual fishermen or fisherwomen as well. Fisher persons, should I say? So they fish in real life, so when they can't go fishing they jump onto this game and play this game, which says a lot about this game, that they find that this is a good alternative to fishing. But yeah, I've just met some amazing people, a lot of helpful people as well. If you're struggling a little bit with the game, they give advice. They tell you as well, so pretty much as soon as you jump in an area, the first question that most people ask after is, how are you? How are you? They go, what are you catching? Have you caught this rare fish? What did you catch it with? and then the conversation will go on from there. Oh, come on, fish, bite. Oh, I don't want to catch the duck. There's loads of fish out there, just none of them are biting. And I did see when I entered the room on the 23rd, which is tomorrow, they are servicing, so I believe that the theme may be disappearing tomorrow. So the end of the Valentine's theme tomorrow, so the cabbing, I'll be interested to see whether they return it to what it was or whether they come up with something else. Oh, there you go, an epic. A Hung Shumaja, whatever that is. Looks like a catfish. Let's go. So I've been catching stuff with shiners. Shine, shine like the stars. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Yeah, it's just beautiful, the animations of the cherry blossom. My hay fever would probably be starting now. If I was there in real life. Sneezing. And people running from me for miles thinking I've got COVID. It's just hay fever. Oh, there we go, another bite. Dull little mandarin fish. Right, on to the next. Area 4. I used to play this one a lot. Because you used to catch the koi here. So if you were after the koi, which is one of the first rare fish that I caught. Damn, I forgot my raincoat. Oh, there you go, straight in. Superb with the mist. Oh, that's a big one. That won't be a koi. Could be a largemouth bass. Lucky guess. Oh, missed it. The snatch. So, bit of lure fishing. got a little bite. It's not so little. He's on a roll. Nice on a barbecue. Stuffed with lemons and limes. Some pepper. Wrapped up in foil. Drizzle of olive oil. Oh God, I'm going to make myself hungry. Right, next one. What are we up to? 6? No, 5. This is another one that sometimes has the... I'm sure it has the ducks or the geese flying around. Oh, it's got more birds. I don't remember that many birds flying around on this level. So I do wonder sometimes if they make some slight changes. We had a bite then, but it's just baits on the bottom of the lake. Scared all the fish off. Could never work out what that is over there. First of all, I thought it was an old boat, but I think it's a dam. Oh, there's a fish over there, look. Come on. Let's go try over there. Doesn't always work, because it depends on the bait. Hello, how are you? Welcome along. Welcome to a bit of real VR fishing. I will be giving away some codes in a bit. If you haven't got the game, the first code I'll be giving away is for the initial game, which is the areas I'm fishing at the moment. So that'll be 20 locations. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm not having much luck now. Maybe you're my bad luck, Lowfender. I was catching all of the time. But yeah, what I'm going to do is go through all the locations. So now we've got the DLC. There's 40 different locations. 20 in Korea, 20 in the west coast of the US. Each of those locations, each of those areas has got 15 freshwater and 5 seawater. So you've got 30 freshwater areas in total and 10 saltwater. Right. Why am I not catching anything? Yes, 40 locations now. 20 in each. But you'll need the original game and you'll need the DLC. So I'm thinking off the top of my head that the original game was $18.99 and then the DLC is $14.99. You've got the 2 aquariums in your lodge. You've got a number of boats you can unlock. And once you've done some of them you can buy, and others you have to complete challenges to do, so it gives you an incentive to carry on fishing. And the same with the tanks, you get decorations, and some you have to complete challenges, others you'll just need to purchase. So it's really cool. It's like a I call it a fishing RPG, almost like a Pokemon. I call it the Fisherman, because you gotta catch them all. And if you're a trophy hunter, there's a cabinet full of trophies. There's great community. Challenge each month. It's ongoing. So each month it starts again, and you got like top 10 freshwater people will gain. I think they get gloves, medals. In the last update, there was 73 in the DLC, so just on the west coast, and I'm sure there's more than that. We can go and have a look. So I think you're getting near 200 fish, but off the top of my head, I'm not quite sure. But it was definitely 73 in the last one, and I'm sure it was 100 and something for the first one. Hello, Serenity. Good evening to you. Hope you're well. Oh, there we go. Finally, he's got a bite. And what they've done since the original update, they've changed the style of fishing as well. So before you used to just cast out and reel in, or you could just cast out and leave the float where it was. Oh, it's incredible. It's the best looking game on the Quest, bar none. The amount of animations that are going on you just take for granted. So yeah, for me, it's my go-to game really. It's the one I've played regularly. It's one I've completed 100%. Now, again, every time they do a DLC, I complete it. Woo! Look, well, no hands. Finally, we catch something. So I'm only, because I've nearly got the total again. I only when I get close to the limit is that you can have in credits is 300,000. So when I get close to that, I don't bother, because it's like an RPG. You either, if you catch a fish and keep it, then you get money for it. But if you're leveling up, which you need to do to be able to unlock the levels, the different locations, that's how you play through the game. So you will only have level 1 opened up to you, but it very quickly opens up like the first 10 levels, and it starts getting a little bit more tricky, and then you need to start buying the more advanced gear. So because the bigger fish will break your line and your rod if you haven't got a strong enough fishing line and rod. I've touch wood, I haven't actually broken a line or a rod yet. but I've seen people, it happen to people, where they've, where you do multiplayer and they join you and they get a shark on the end of their line, and if they keep on trying to reel it in, then the line will snap or the rod will break. It puts too much stress on it because they've got durabilities. But yeah, so far I've not witnessed that. Not that it would be much of a problem, because I'd just buy another one and then I'd just go around catching fish again and not releasing them. This is the one that's taken the longest to catch anything on both sides of it. But it's just nice, the animations, the sky, like the sun shining there. I just noticed it's like steam rising off the lake there. I'd never noticed that before. Me love this game. Yes, it does. Yeah. So I have tried it. I've bought it and I've tried it. I will show it. Oh, there we go. So I'll be keeping that. It's a personal best. So I have tried it, and I have to say it's not one of my favourites. I don't know why. I can't say why. I just didn't like the appearance of it. But loads of other people love it. So it's just me. Really, it's my least favourite, I would say, of the courses. But yeah, what I'll be doing is showing it later this week. So if anybody wants to jump in and play a bit of walkabout with me, we can do that. But it's only $2.99 again, so even if I say I'm not overly keen, that's for the day and night, and I have to say the night version of it I like more. But that's more for a lot of the levels as well. I think the aesthetics of it at night, the lighting in that game, does change the game quite a bit. Let's go back to lure fishing for here. So what I'm doing is I'm just catching one with the lure fish, one with the float fishing, and I'm just going to try and get through all the levels. We might get to a stage if I'm thinking it's taking too long. Luckily I've got a watch on there. It's taken me half an hour, I think, just to get to level 6. So I might have to do alternates. So I might have to do, if I'm not catching them quick, that last level took me longer than I thought it would. Then I might do alternates, just so that we can get to see all 40 levels. I know. All the updates as much as anything else. That's the thing, is that all the games you love have got updates coming out. I really did like that Heroes Hangout. I mean, and that's just an area to mess around in before you go in and play Demio. That's not it's not actually adding anything really to the game. It's just giving you an area to hang with your friends while you wait for other friends to turn up. But yeah, Walkabout has got the additional, so we're on to 7. Yeah, I'm going to start alternating, I think. Otherwise we're never going to get through these. So these are another one of the night ones. It's quite cool. Or dusk, I should say. This is the one with the mosquitoes, look. So you get little things like that. And I mean, that's behind you. It seems like almost like a bit of a waste of an animation, because who normally looks behind? That's the difference with VR. Is like you forget it's all around you, and there'll be things going on behind you that 2D games probably wouldn't bother with. Look at that. I'm going to have a lot of bites in the morning. Hopefully the tide won't come in. I just realised that it must go up to there. Do a bit of twitching. Oh, is there? Okay, and it's perfect because I have an unboxing video that I'm going to tie in with Pistol Whip. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, but yeah, I've got been kindly sent a couple of little items to try out, and it's going to be perfect for Pistol Whip. Pistol Whip, I know what you meant. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. I love that game as well. I haven't played that since I completed the last DLC, and I've got a feeling I've lost all my progress in that game because I don't think that when I transferred over, I'm not sure if it remembered my saves. I'm hoping it did. Is this a snakehead? Yes, it is. Let's release that. So let's go to the next location. Let's go to location 8, and on this one I'll do a bit of float fishing. So again, you've got the little animations of lights, you've got the moon that comes over, the buildings, so cool. It has made me want to visit some of these locations. I never will. Well, you never know. Could win the lottery tomorrow. I could spend the rest of my life travelling around locations of real VR fishing. Maybe actually fishing them. If it's not illegal. See how many places I can get arrested for illegally fishing in Korea and the west coast of America. Big. I'm going transcending all of the times of day. That looks big. That looks big. I think that's another snakehead, but it's a big one. Is it going to be a personal best? It looks smaller now. The closer it got to me, the smaller it looks. That's what she said. Yeah, so not as... Hello! Oh, thank you for that. Thank you for the view anyway. So we will go, and then it's daytime again. So what we get? Let's do lure fishing again here. See if we can catch anything. I think this one had a double rainbow on it as an animation. I'm sure it's this one. Who remembers that? Well, I think that was one of the first sort of media posts that I ever sort of got interested in. I think was that guy's a double rainbow. It's bursting into tears. It's like, I think you've had too many coloured Smarties, my friend. Your Whoa. Oh, thanks. That would be marvellous. Hello. Thank you, Jason. Hey, another fish. Another fish to my collection that I let go. So yeah, this one, I don't think I've ever looked behind me there. I've never looked. I don't think I remember that over there. So unless they're changing things, I don't think I ever look more than 180 degrees. So it's really cool. And you sort of see the line of where the animations stop almost, where the 3D is. That's still pretty cool. I sort of imagining a road there. Super Dexter, how are you? How are you doing, Super Dexter? Welcome along. We are going through to number 10. So this was one of my favourite locations originally. I just loved standing here and casting off of these. So after this one, I am going to read out a little question. Or I'm not going to read out, I'm just going to, off the top of my head, I've got one for the code for the original game. The original game, which is the one that I'm playing at the moment. So the first 20 locations in Korea. And it's just going to be a simple question. I don't want to make it too difficult. But then first person who gets it right, if they could DM me, that would be fantastic. And I will send the code over. This is the one level. Yeah, I'm really good. Oh no, you know me. I've got to find an excuse to come back. I've got enough fish. I've got enough trophies. I just, I love the game. Any excuse to show it again. And it deserves all the love, really, that it can get, because they keep adding content, and they're doing a maintenance. Oh, it is. Welcome. If this is your first time seeing it, it's fish and chips. Yeah, if this is your first time seeing this game, it's stunning. In the headset, it doesn't disappoint at all. So you've got loads of locations. So the first question I am going to ask is a really simple one. It's for this original game, so it's the South Korean pack which was the first part of the game. So you get the 20 locations, you get both the lodges, you can open up all the boats. There's there's all the options to upgrade your fish tank if you progress through both tanks. So you know you've got the freshwater and the saltwater. So here we go. The question is really simple. Oh, cool, man. How far away are you? So the question is, who are the developers of Real VR Fishing? First person to give me the answer wins the code for the game. Right, so we're going off to area 11 now. I'll do a bit of float fishing in this one. Well done, Shatai. Congratulations, you have won the code for the game. If you could DM me, if you know me on Twitter, then that'll be good. Or even if you have my email address, send me a message and yeah, I'll send you the code over, my friend. Congratulations. No worries, well done. And yeah, I've got 2 codes for the DLC, which will be, I don't know, you'd have to have followed me a little bit to get those ones, but you will need the original game. Party, party, don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, don't tip the boat over. Ooh. So now I'm looking behind me more. So never do. You tend to look just this way and never really that way. I think when I first played it, I got up and I sort of did this, and then you concentrate on the fishing and you forget behind you, but they put as much attention to detail in behind you as they have in front of you. There's a lot of VOMs tonight. Hey, what's all this? VOMs. Oh, here we go, we've got to buy it. But thank you for the view. Oh, that's a big one. Oh. It's going to be a fight, this one. This could be Moby Dick. Or Nessie. She could be on holiday. And get a Loch Ness monster. She went to Korea for her holidays. Godzilla? No, it's just a snakehead. Disappointing. Let me see. I will likely show that. I'm trying to think. Friday? Oh, do you? I don't always fish on expert now. Always. I've as soon as I could, I started fishing expert. I don't know. It's like I don't care what I catch, to be honest. even when I was chasing after fish, it didn't really matter to me. Yeah, I know. I don't because I get copyrighted. But yeah, you can as well. I mean, that's something, you can put up an MP3 player. You can go in and you can basically get YouTube going up there, so you can watch YouTube videos on there, listen to music. It's really cool. There's so much to it that it's so well done, and it's been going for 2 years now, and all the time they are. Oh, what am I doing? I wanted to do lure fishing. Yeah, and so all the time they're updating, and like I was saying, even tomorrow there's a maintenance going on. They're going to change. They're doing like maintenance. They're going to change some things, so they're working on some fixes, and they're going to change the outlook of the lodge. So the Valentine's view will be gone, but no doubt they'll be working on something else. We'll see what they got planned. I know in the future they're talking about having fly fishing, and there was talk of like a North Asian map as well. I'm sure they said so. I can't believe that they'll be coming out that quick after the West Coast DLC. In-depth is brilliant. I need to go back to that. I hardly get a chance to play it now. That was another. I would say, easily they're in my top 5 games for the system. And I would say After the Falls crept in there now as well. So there you go. If you want a midlife top 3, it would be Real VR Fishing, After the Fall, and In-Depth. And what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to go back. I rarely do it, but I'm going to go back. He says, rarely does it. After showing like real life VR fishing about 50 times in the last year, I rarely go back and show games unless there's an update and show me completing them. But I really loved playing Unbinary last week, and I've not had a chance to play it since, and I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to continue the playthrough of Unbinary. It's Demio's in my top 5, so it'd be 4. 4. Number 4 or 5, Demio. But it's definitely there, and it changes on a weekly basis, because when a new DLC comes out, then I get into playing them again. Let's get some money, and then and then it'll change. It's like Real VR Fishing will likely, until the next DLC comes out, will likely, this might be the last time you see me playing. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Might be the last time you see me playing this for a little while, if we're a little way off some DLC. Oh, you like Shadowgate? Shadowgate was good. Oh, look. And it'd be interesting now, because obviously PC players will be able to play it flat. I'm not quite sure how it plays in flat in 2D, but Yeah, they'll be able to play 2D versions of the game against people in VR, so that's superb. So that's going to, not that I ever have difficulty finding other people to play, to be honest. So that's going to be pretty cool, that, you know, you're going to be playing against people that have got it sort of 2D versions. But I can't, it's like I don't know how I could go back to playing 2D games anymore. The old flat screens. If anything, it stopped me, because I like my retro games, it stopped me playing my little handhelds. And I love all the, you know, little things like Metal Slug and Outrun as well. Hello CIM! Good evening! How are we? Good evening to you. There we go. So another largemouth bass. We're getting there. Let's go. What have we got? So this one you can get the gold mandarin fish in. So let's see if I can do it with lure fishing. Let's do minnow. I was catching a lot of them in here. So it's all the detail. I think I've scared the fish off. There was quite a few on the surface. I turn up, they all run away. Story of my life. Ah, there we go. I've caught it. I've got a little bite. Oh, what's a little? What I find about this game as well, it does lift my spirit a bit. I mean, the last week has been atrocious here in the UK with all the storms we've been having. I mean, power cuts, blooming trees going down. And then, no, I think he is. Oh really? Which one? Which one were you trying to get? I'll drop him a line. Yeah, I can show you actually. What we do, we go in. Most of them are just catching a number of fish. So, like the seals or the dolphins will be, you have to catch so many saltwater or freshwater fish. So what I'll do is I'll go back, we'll go and have a look in Lodge B. So as you can see there, this is like the west coast, this is all the west coast fish that's available. So you can see there the special fish that you can get is the manta ray. I've got a couple of seals and there are a couple of dolphins in there somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe I took them out. Oh no, there's one there. So there's a couple of dolphins in there. And what you need to do is, let's go to, it's always good to boast. So, on this is like your trophy cabinet. So all the time you're playing, you'll start opening up different things. So like open fish spots. So you can see there, I've got all of the fish spots open. So buying tackles, things like that. So as soon as you can, those will give you credits, which allow you to buy more things. You can see that one's 10,000 credits. I think that's catch a lot of fish. So I've caught a lot of fish. 10,415 fish. That's ridiculous. Catch fish in multiplayer, 1,382. So meet other players. So 2,000, nearly 300 people I've met in game. So catch huge fish. So there's the first one. So catch tiger sharks. So I think they changed that, because originally it was something like 50 tiger sharks, but I think now all of the main trophies are a maximum of 30. So each one of those is, is like an increment. So you need to catch 30 tiger sharks, and that will give you a sea turtle. You can see there, catch rare fish. I can't remember how many that was that you have to catch. Oh my word. That's how much money. So yes, moving on quickly. So what's the other one? So the finless porpoise, I think that's 30. I'm pretty sure that the majority of these, like the sharks, I think are 30 now, although that's 22. So that might be the Makos might only be 20 then. So that must be 20. Well, I finished the game last week. So these were the last 3 that I did. So it is ridiculous that, but each of the trophies, so purchasing the boats, that gives you the Nautilus, which is that little one that swims around there. Complete all tutorials, that was on the new DLC, so even for doing that you get like a new cap. The Huangpo sailboat, which is the one I've got outside, I think that was catching like 300 fish. So it's a case of, if you go to your book cabinet, you'll see your trophies and they change. This is all maxed out now, but they gradually change, and if you click on, even if it's like an empty space and you haven't started it yet, it will tell you what you need to do. So yeah, it's just a case of catching a number of fish. You're welcome. Yeah, the only way to do it is to keep on fishing as well. There were some days, it's lovely in here, but yeah, all these decorations are going tomorrow, so this appearance will be gone. That's a lot, I know, it's a lot of wasted time, or is it? I don't know. And there is my fabled trophy. 2020 June, I came second. Yeah, mine did. I won't tell you that's probably the second time, because I lost all my saves. So that was like my second playthrough, and when I get into the betas early as well, like like on the DLC, I got to play the DLC. I actually pretty much finished the DLC, but couldn't show anything really. So yeah, a lot of time. Yeah, they are, aren't they? But I'm sure they'll come up with something else. Well, like that one. Yeah, it's a challenge for you. Get on with it. I love it. I can't wait for them to put some more in, so to give me a reason to come back and show you, to be quite honest. Right, let's go on. Let's go on. Where did we get to? I'm trying to think. Did we get to 13? I think we got to level 14, did we? Maybe I did 14. No, I don't think we did. Yeah, we did. There was a heron there. Yeah. I can't help it. I'm not good at many games. I'm not brilliant at many games, but I love this one, and it's, you know, hey, it's 100%. Let me have that moment. My parents would be so proud of me. Oh, your God. Riding whales. They can call me King Neptune. A little puffer fish. There we go. That's so cute. We're keeping him. So my river puffer. No, I don't think he has. I don't know if he's still there because he might be at home now. I'm not sure if he's got all the way through to doing all the trophies. Thing is you have to be really committed to it, because it does take a bit of time. I've sat in some of these locations for 3 hours trying to catch a certain specific fish that they tell you what baits to use, and other people, and when I'm playing multiplayer, other people will jump on beside you, have a chat, cast out, and their first cast will catch the fish that you want, and you'll be using the same bait, so there's no rhyme or reason to it. And that's what makes it so special, really. You don't want a game where you just cast out and you 100% every time you catch everything you want. And that's really why I moved on to playing the expert as soon as I could, really, because I didn't. If I was catching large fish, I didn't want to know where they were. I wanted it to be as realistic as possible. Oh, he's hiding! He's got a life serenity. Yay! So, right, on to the next area. We're up to the Big E's. Now we go sea fishing. So this is beautiful. So you even get like the mosquitoes round the lights. They even go that far. The twinkling stars. There's mosquitoes there. No, I don't. I'm not really bothered about that size of it. He said hello early on when he was riding the bus home. If I know Scottish, he's probably eating now. Is it against us pasty? Against us smoothie? It will happen. My sponsorship will come. When I hit 1,000 subs, Ginsters will come calling. You'll see. Did you? I didn't. See, yeah. See, I found fishing totally pointless. I didn't have the patience to be a fisherman. My father will, definitely say that. I think I just couldn't sit still long enough and be quiet. Hard to believe, I know. Always there. My shadow. Yes, it is, yeah. So when you catch fish, depending on the size of the fish, the music changes. Oh man, I won't be far behind you, and most mornings I am up. Yeah, most mornings I am up at that sort of time, Scottish. So. Thank you. All right. Easy. I have a life. Oh, we've got a bite. That's only a little one. Wonder if we have the pleasure of a shark biting on any of these levels. No. What's this little thing? Oh, it's a little filefish. We shall let you go. So we're up to 18 now. This turned into one of my favourite saltwater levels. Again, look at the sails in the way. That boat never leaves. I reckon it must be a hotel. I'm not sure if that's a statue over there or a mast of a boat. The Meta Sweater. Hello to you. I am very well. How are you? Looks very peaceful. No fish. Yeah. Whoop whoop whoop. Friday. Can't come round quick enough. Although it does, the weeks seem to be flying by at the minute. I can't believe we're nearly into March already. I know that's like a dull sort of conversation thing, but this year seems to have flown by already. Be into the spring in the UK, thank God. Oh really? I haven't tried that. What's it like? See, I haven't tried that. I don't think that'd kill me, because it looks like a combination of O-Shape and Fit XR or Fit VR. Hint, hint, everyone. Would you like me to send you a chocolate bar, Scottish? From my specialist supplier. Yeah? I might have to have a look at it. Oh, brilliant. I can't wait. Doing Sucker Punch was bad enough last week. there's one day on one of them, I think one of the levels, it went on for about 5-6 minutes. I know that doesn't seem a lot, but Christ, it was they were throwing everything at you as well. I didn't stream that one, I don't think. It was the one where I ended up punching the I beat it but I ended up punching I've got like metal bastard. I might need a road map, Scottish, actually. If you got any diagrams you can send over. So again, this is the final level. Final level of the of the South Korean maps, and it was another one of my favourite ones. Little animations of the seagulls. They fly around, land on the rocks. You got, I don't know what layers are. Yeah, I will do. I'm interested to see. Yeah, that's like me now. Just when I get out of the vehicle at work, it's oh God! You think I've done a day's work, but what I've done is driven somewhere. Real VR, keeping it real. Yeah, give a shout out. Oh, come on, fish. And I can see you there. I can see you. You know you want to bite it. Oh, your dad's too. Oh, it's only a little one. But that's the thing. You never know if it's a little one. A big one may well bite. But yes, there we go, shark. What a way to finish. Here we go. Got a little tiger shark. Is it a Mako? I don't know. Might be a Mako. Nice. The meta sweater. Yeah. What did you think? How much of the demo do you get? Because it really starts getting challenging on the. Yeah, I started because it just playing that week. I went from playing on the sort of easy and medium levels. By the end of the week, because I made the mistake of I thought, oh, I don't know how serious people would take this, and people did take it in the Creator Cup. They did take it really seriously, and yeah, the first couple of days I was atrocious, and I thought I've got to up my game, and I started practicing, and because I practiced, I was playing on the hard and expert levels by the end of the week as my warm-up. Hi there, and that bode really well for when I was doing the actual challenges. but I like it's still in sort of beta because it's got the multiplayer where you'll be able to play against other players in Sucker Punch. And the thing is you've got like a little. Ooh, I like a little bit of Synth Riders. Nice. So there we go. My little Mako. I'm going to keep that. So I've got back up to my 300,000 again. So that is all the South Korean maps. And so you can see all the fish that you can catch in that location. No, so the original game, which is the one I've just shown, that has gone to Shatai. He's lucky enough to have won the key for that, and I'll be sending him the code over. But I've got 2 for the DLC. Now you do need to have the original game to play the DLC. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask some questions, and I'm going to do the next one very soon. Because I have to go back to the lodge now and set it up for the next one. So what we wanted to do is see how many fish there were. So we've got 8 there. Oh, hang on. Let's do South Korea. Let's do that. So we've got 8, 16, 24, 32, 36, 44. Excellent. 52, 60, 68. Oh, hang on, that's not it. Yeah, it's stunningly beautiful. So I think is that definitely. It's for me. It's a no-brainer. I mean, the attention to detail, and they do little things like this. This is just for this month that they've done. They've changed the decoration for this, and they'll change it again tomorrow as the end of Valentine's is passing over. So the lodge will look a bit different tomorrow. I'll be interested to see what decorations they've got lined up. You've got customization to yourself as well. So if I go in there, you can see I'm wearing my latest gear there. There's tons of things that you either win or you buy. So the rewards system, so you can change your outfit. They've got some amazing outfits. See, Santa Claus, you can be an admiral. So if you go into home and you've got rewards, and you can see, shame on me, I missed it last week. So that's just to prove I don't play all the time. But during the month, each time you log in, so if you log in on a weekly basis, you will win different outfits. So I got like my Valentine's sweater, and I didn't play last week. Boo. Played this week. I got my rose t-shirt, and you get a Valentine's crown. And then if you've done each of those, you get a special suit, or sometimes it's like a one-off pair of gloves or something like that. So like these are special gloves. So they do amazing things to encourage you to keep coming back, and they do little upgrades. So you might see that they add some more fish, which is incredible. So yeah, there's so much gameplay. I've put hundreds of hours in this, and I still find time to come back. Yes, there's multiplayer. I'm not doing it today because basically I'm talking and live streaming. But this is the multiplayer. Yeah. So Oh, don't even think about it. It's best game on the system. So yeah, so these are all of the rooms. So you can see there are tons of people. It's up to 4 people can fish in a location. So perhaps what I will do is once I've finished going through the next locations, I will set up a multiplayer room and we can see who comes in to join me if anybody wants to. And we can see it, but basically it's fishing in the same locations. The good thing is people that have finished the game, if they host the game and they're in a location, people that haven't got that location, if you search for them, then you go in, you go in to join them. If they're on a location that you haven't unlocked yet, you can still fish there, which is pretty cool. I think it's just... I actually think... and it's very welcomed as well. Thank you, Serenity. Appreciate it a lot. So yeah, so if we go to world map, so you just click on that side, you go to the United States, and it's 20 locations now in the US, which we will go to see. But first of all, I have another little question. Now you need to have been following me a little bit to know a little bit about this one. So I posted on my little community channel. Yes, so on the first 10 levels, I would say it's pretty quick. You will do that easily in an evening, an hour or so, and then it gets a bit whole. No. So you can go in. So if I'm fishing on expert, you can come into my location, even if you haven't got that area opened, and fish on whatever level you are. The only thing is you might, like if you've not got to the sea fishing ones yet, and you haven't got the equipment to catch a shark, it will break your line, take your bait, possibly snap your fishing rod as well. So there's things like that to take into consideration, and you never know when a shark will bite. So you can't really avoid it, because it can take any fish that you're reeling in. I've had it catch. I'm sure I had a tuna. I'd caught a tuna, and the shark took the tuna. So it didn't seem to matter what size fish it is. Some people say it will only, certain sharks will only bite on a smaller fish, but I've had it bite on a larger fish. It is random. So I was going to do a giveaway, and the next giveaway is for the DLC for the game. So that's what we're looking at now. Going to go into and have a look at now. The US West DLC, and yeah, you will need to have followed me a little bit on my community. Not long ago I posted a picture, and it was the second to last fish that I needed to catch for one of my trophies, which was it. So the first person to correctly name the species of fish that was the second to last that I needed to catch will win the code for the DLC. Good luck, everyone. Alright, let's go in. Go fishing. Oh, thank you. Yes. I never ask, actually. I feel ashamed to, but I don't, if people like it, like watching me, then that's brilliant. Oh, close. It's got another name in the game. It was in the West Coast DLC. The Marlins in the South Korean. No. Another good guess. Oh, I caught that quick. So as you see, still stunningly beautiful, the locations in the new DLC. This DLC, I'm pretty sure, is $14.99. The original game's $18.99 if you haven't got it. And this could really be a standalone game on its own, to be honest. It's only because you need all the lodges and everything to put your fish in, so that you can mix and match. Oh, it's close. It's not a marlin. I can just release these because don't need the money anymore. So, as you can see, absolutely beautiful. I don't know if we're going to get to see the animation. There is some really interesting animations as well. These ones on this level look a little bit strange, but I don't think we're going to see them. I'm going to move on to the next one. Next location. So, cool. Oh, is it going to bite? Yes, he is. So this is nice. You get like shooting stars. The moon's going over the top. That was easy to catch. Wonder what this is. It's a little inlet, a little tiddler, little perch. Oh, that was the last one, not this one. This is beautiful. So they're moving as well. So it's like turning the sky. The night sky is actually revolving as well. So we'll move on to the next one because we've got a few to get through. It's pretty cool. Yeah, in the first one, there's an animation of a bear. So this one's just got the eagles flying about. Or are they eagles? Who knows? Yeah, the first level. It was alright, it was on the other side. The one that got me was when it wasn't on this level, but it was on one of the next levels. And I was showing the beta quite early, and they had a buck, and there was like a couple of deer stuck head first in the sand beside me. So no, or is there? Maybe there is. You don't know for sure. So level lodge. Let's go number 4. That's the one. Well done. If you could send Just got it. Atch, you've just won. Well done, Atch. Congratulations. That is correct. So if you could DM me, and I will get in touch and send you over the code. You can DM me on Twitter. If you go onto Twitter, and it's @istmidlife. That's what Twitter gave me, and yeah, midlife Game-ist won't fit. And you've won. You have won the DLC for the game. Congratulations. Well done. Yeah, it's stunning. Hopefully you've got the original. Cool. Yes, cool. So I have one more code for the DLC to give away. For the DLC, which I will give away. As we go through. So another lovely little location. There's an animation here you need to watch there. That point there. So I'm going to cast this way. Excellent. So you've got the whole game. That's brilliant. And if you like the first part, you're going to love this, because I think they've, if it's at all possible, they moved up another notch. Because for me, the locations look even more amazing. Thank you. As soon as I get off streaming, I shall get back in touch and send you over. And you can start catching fish in the new locations. What I like is in this new one, the water's so much clearer. There we go. So green sunfish. So the water, because the water's so much clearer, you can see the fish sort of at a further distance away from you. It's beautiful. It's a shame really, but I'd love a European pack to come out. And I think like some of the lakes in Scotland and places like that would be quite interesting. But I'm not sure, you know, how many... Well, you know, I'm not really a fisherman in real life, so I've not really gone down some of the rivers. So I don't know, like when you look at these sort of locations... I'm only fishing here again because I was going to see if we could see the animation. Come on, you little bugger, come out of your hidey hole. Yeah, I'm not sure how many, you know, locations can compete with this. I don't know. I mean, there's some beautiful places in the UK, but not the scale of some of these. Up in Scotland, yes. Oh, there you go. There he is. Do you reckon? So there we go. So I never noticed that before, so perhaps he goes round the tree and then comes out through here. Yeah, I think that, you know, because of COVID, they were expecting to bring this out early last year, and it came out at the end of last year, because I'm sure the spring update was going to be you know, originally this, and they had to do it in stages in the end, and it was like 3 major updates last year. We ended up with the you know, fish together, the changing of the fishing styles, all separate updates, and then obviously the final big one, this DLC. No, I think it's a beaver. That's slightly, because I've never seen that animation. It normally comes from there, from that point, and goes round the log and disappears into the water. So that's why I was looking there. I've never seen it come from that part of the woods before and do that. So there are different animations that occur. There it goes. There you go. Oh, he's moving fast. There he is. The only thing I would say with them, that some of them look like, the bear and this one look like they're sliding a little bit at times. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, but it looks like he's moonwalking. But it's cool that you get those little types of things in there. I'm guessing it's a badger. You know, I do like little animations, like the head will jerk to one side. And yeah. And he'd disappear in the water. So how cool's that? That you can still see him swimming off. And then he disappears. Oh, do you not? Did you not see that? How could you not? Oh, they're big. So we've got the little duckies. Otter. It could be an otter. I thought it was a beaver because it looked like... Yes, he's a brave man. Did he see him from a distance? I'd be pooping my pants if I came face to face with a bear. Even if it was 50 feet away or something. Or 50 metres. I'd be crapping myself. Oh, we caught that one quick. We got a place called Little Hampton in the UK. That's dangerous as well, but for probably different reasons. It's not the wildlife. Well, they are pretty wild. It isn't huge. It's like little. Oh really? Flipping heck. He must have big kahunas. Yeah, I wouldn't be that brave. The thing is surely they can be, you know, temperamental, and you wouldn't know what they were thinking. So this is beautiful. Never ever see anybody else fishing. There's a trail here. You see the trail here? I'm guessing that's the tide line. Or flood lines. There you go, it wasn't my imagination. It did really happen. This is cool. And there's vehicles going across the bridge there as well. Can you see that, Serenity, or do you need your glasses for that? There's actually vehicles going across there, as well as the birds flying above me. Yeah. Yeah, not every animal is a cat or a dog. And not every cat or dog is friendly. They may have cute faces, but that's just to lure you in. Little bastards. It's quite often I've sort of gone, oh, what a cute little dog. And the smaller they are, the bigger the mouth as well. Like... Can you see them? Oh, there we go. Got a little fishies. It's bigger than a little fishy. Come on. This looks like a trout or something. Oh, nearly punched myself in the head then. That'd be great, knock myself out on stream again. Not that it's happened before, but it's come close. Yes, last week I managed to punch while doing sucker punch. Punch the I've got like 3 metal CD racks from IKEA. Other home stores are available. No, Alright, no, I should be streaming. I'm looking at doing unbinary tomorrow. Yeah, face first in the water. I'm not wearing a life jacket, so could happen. So there we go, we'll have a look behind again. It's pretty cool. One of the levels has a moose, and I can't remember which one it is. There's a moose loose about this house. Scottish will like that one. But I'm not sure if it's this one. I think this one has the animation of like a paraglider going across. Oh, we got a bite. Yes, I do. I like the humour in it. I like the puzzling. The art style is fantastic. Works so well in VR. Cell shading works really well, and that because it's got like a sort of hand painted style, then that really does suit the system. But it feels a little bit like you're playing a Portal or Esper. Esper? Is that right? The correct way of saying it? So you've got the narration going on alongside it, and that sort of draws you along. And the puzzles aren't overly taxing, but they are starting to get a little bit tricky. I'll be interested to see how tricky they get. I had difficulty, and the devs jumped in with the height though, because I can't. I've got low ceilings here, and not if I was in a normal height building, then I don't suppose it would be an issue. But reaching up, you have to stack boxes to climb up and reach on the ladder, and that is my. So you can see I'm not really fully stretched. That's me touching the ceiling. So anything higher than that, then I can't actually reach, and I couldn't reach the first run on the ladders when I was on top of the boxes. And the way I worked around it was I changed from standing to seating, and then stood up. Yeah, it's cute, very cute. Yeah. And that's got a good story on it as well. How far are you through that one? It's quite a touching story, actually. Oh, you're nearly there. You're getting there. No spoilers. I played that on the PlayStation. It's beautiful. So let's look behind again. So we've got my little ramp. There's a few cars in the car park. Where are these people? I feel like I'm in an apocalypse. There's another car there. There's one over there, two over there. But I don't see anyone. Come on, fish. He's circling like he wants to bite it. I knew you wanted it. You couldn't resist my bait. Oh, have you? That's my job. I usually find those. Ooh. Oh, okay. It's yeah, it's a very touching story. Oh, here we go. So this is one of my favourite freshwater levels on the new. Okay. Thank you. Happy dreams. Sleep well. Rest well. I'll catch up with you soon. Thank you for popping in. Good night, Super Dexter. Take care. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, I love this area. Oh, it's a big one. So the animations on this are really nice. You've got not only the vehicles on the bridge, you've got the yacht over there, birds flying, lights. Got the cars on this bridge as well. It's incredible, really. VR Realm, how are you doing, sir? Welcome. Good evening. So you got birds flying over. Even on that bridge, far distance bridge over there, there's vehicles driving along it. So where are we going next? We are on to level 11. Ah, this is the one with the D. Yeah, if you watch them, they all do, actually. Yeah. What's that over there? Hi there, how are you? What's that over there? I never noticed that. There's a bulge. Is that a reflection? Or is that something in the water? I've never noticed that before. Could be like an alligator or something. I'll be standing there and it'll creep up beside me. I'm sure it's a reflection, but it just looks the way it is because it looks like it's moving. Yeah, I'm seeing things now. But I know there's deers. There's one that comes over there, and there's one that goes across there. Yeah, I think that's just a reflection. I am imagining things. It's I've finally gone. But just as perspective, the sense of like height of things around you, like the trees. Things are 3D around you. There's a definite circle that's around you that's all done in 3D, and then outside of that circle, it's just high res. So those backgrounds there will be just high res, like art, really. But it still looks absolutely incredible, high res backgrounds. So on the I would say this is that was a personal best, should have kept that. So on the levels where the water expanse is a bit smaller, then the whole thing like this, that is all 3D, that's all drawn. Whereas on the the far distance, it is just a background, but you still get a feeling of depth the way they do it with the shading, the lighting. It's so well done. And this is beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the colours. Look at the colours. The colours of the trees. It's very autumnal. Or is it because they're being poisoned? So there is some fish over there swimming about. So I put that in. But even the water here is lapping around the stones and the rocks. Oh, we've caught that one straight away. Wasn't even paying attention. But just like the water movement. It just amazes me. Even after all this time, it just, can't wait. And imagine, well, obviously with the PSVR 2 now, That headset looks amazing. And it looks very comfortable to wear as well. It looks lightweight to me. A lot of adjustments on it by the looks of it. So you should be able to find a decent comfort, and the fact it's got a halo strap again. So it just looked to me, the new PSVR 2 just looks like a modern version of the original PSVR. I think they just streamlined it and everything. But they've even thought about the misting up of your lenses as well. So it's got air vents in it. I mean, and the design on the strapping, it's got little PlayStation logos to match the console. You know, the controller, or the PS5 controller, has got little logos on it as well. It's like little. Oh, I'm so hyped for it. Let's go to the next area. Stop waffling. This again. Look at it. I'm actually standing in the water here. That's the only thing this is lacking, I think, is you don't see any. You see life around you, like the birds flying and things like that, or certain animals walking past you, or in the distance. But you never see fish swim past there. I think that's the only thing it's lacking is like a bit more life closer to you in situations like this, the lakes and that, where you could see maybe other fish swimming in a little shoal, or little tiddlers or something. You always see like the baby fish swimming along the edges of streams and things. But that's just me being picky. It's just so much that's right about this game. I'm getting my feet wet. Maybe full body avatars as well, eh? Come on, fish. Don't leave me hanging. Straight on it. Let's see if that one bites. So this one here, when you're in the headset, you can definitely see that there's a circle where those trees are 3D scaped, and then just behind it, it's like a backdrop, but it's still got. I needn't say more. But this could be the one. Somebody said earlier on about a Yeti. This could be a location where it could creep up behind you and tap you on the shoulder and ask you if you caught anything. I don't know if I'd be more scared of that or the bear. A talking Yeti or a brown bear coming towards you. Working our way through these levels, and I've got to remember I have got one code for the DLC as well, still to give away. Ooh. Oh no, it got away! What? I was so busy faffing about. I lost it. I lost the fish, just to prove it does happen. I was too eager. There we go. I think I've got it back again. That's the thing as well. On the smaller fish, if you remember where it was when it bit, then you can cast back out into the same location, and you'll very likely catch it again. You get usually 3 attempts, I think, at the majority of fish, unless it's a shark. The shark you won't. But the majority of fish, you get 3 opportunities to catch it. And then it'll disappear. If you miss it on the 3rd attempt, then you basically lose that fish. That's not the same one. I don't think. No, well, maybe it is. No, it won't. So let's go to the next location. Okay, I'm going to do the final giveaway for the DLC, and it's another question, and you will need to have maybe seen my stream, the last stream that I did on this, and I was going for the final trophy. Now, there were 3 trophies on the bottom shelf, and it was one of those trophies that was the final trophy I was going for. And I want to know what was the trophy. So it would have said you have to catch what? Good luck, everyone. Oh, I wanted to move on to the next area. That's what I was going to do. Let's go, 14. So it's a bit misty. This is a chilly level. This makes me feel really cold, this one. I'm guessing this could be a good place for spotting the Yeti from a distance. I'm sure, unless he would swim out to your boat. Oh, it's snowing, isn't that lovely? Not if you're... It's like most people, it's like, oh, snow's so lovely. Yeah, it's nice to look at. It's not so much fun when you're in it. Feels like quite a big fish. As big as I thought. Lose it. Yes. Oh, ouch. I'm going to sit down for a bit. The game that I actually don't need to stand up on, and I am sitting down. Oh, so the chat, I can't hear the chat anymore. So, Sith Lord it was indeed the freshwater fish trophy. Well done, sir. I'm not quite sure why the chat stopped. Hang on a sec. That is very strange. Let's see. Why has that stopped? Oh, it's come back on again. So it's catching up again now. So for some... If I had some... Sorry about that, I don't know why. The chat had stopped for some reason. It's good to see you, Paul. Yes, indeed. That was strange. I'm not sure what happened there. My PS4 is a Netflix player. For this game, nice. Thank you, but I don't have any codes. Do you not? Yes, sorry H10. I don't have any codes. No, it was the that was the one. It was a freshwater trophy. You're catching up. Goodness. That's taken a while. There you go. He's the dark side. He's not my father. If you could PM me, Sith Lord, and yeah, and I will send you the code. Well done. Oh, it's brilliant. For me, it looks even more stunning than the original game, and I find that hard to believe possible. I lost you all there. I was a bit lonely for a bit. I was talking to myself and couldn't hear anything, and then I don't know why I just lost the fish again. I don't know why. All of a sudden the chat just froze. Yeah. I'm living in the past, that's just me. Playing in the future, living in the past. I'm sure there's a book title there. Right, let's try it. I've lost 2 fish now. Let's concentrate a little bit. Thank you! No, thank you. Yeah. It is completely chilled. It's brilliant. And that's the thing, is I can play this in between other games. I can come in here and I can play this. I usually say I'll do it while something's downloading. So if it's like a 5 gig download, it might take me half an hour to download that on my Quest. And I'll come in here to play, and then an hour and a half later, I'll still be here playing. And I've got nothing to come back to it for now. So here we go. These are the sea, or the salt water, I should say, not sea. They are the sea, but they're salt water. So you've got animations of seals. Thunder and lightning, so there's a storm going on. These backgrounds, this is the background. Last time I streamed, I was talking with Tinky, and I was saying to her, this looks like this could be like those sort of houses you'll see in like estates in the UK, and it seems strange for them to be here on the west coast of the UK. It's like they picked up a council. No, I don't. It will take you a while to get everything, because those trophies you have to catch like 300 fish, and what you can do is just put it down and you'll come back, you'll catch like 100 fish, 50 fish, 25 fish, and you'll just come back. It's just because it is so relaxing to play. There's here we go. It's a nice big fish. It's, you know, once you get the hang of it, it's not stressful at all like the bigger fish. Originally you'll struggle to catch some of them until you work out the pattern for fishing and fighting the fish. Once you some of the trophies, I mean the 300s ones, they do seem to drag on, but you'll find that you'll be opening other trophies linked to it as you're going along and getting rewards. So you're not just catching those 300 fish, you'll be doing other things, and you're better off now as well, because when I've been playing it, when the DLC comes, I would have caught yeah, I think you will personally love it. And going in on the multiplayer, that's fighting. Going in on the multiplayer, you can lose a couple of hours just chatting to people and chilling out. And if your friend's got it, it's a perfect game for just meeting up in VR, and you can have a chat. I've often not even done any fishing and met some amazing people, learnt a bit about their lives, and then found out that my fishing rod was just sitting in the stand for an hour, and we've been, in the times past, and I haven't actually caught anything. Yeah, the time will pass, and you'll just become addicted to it. That's the worrying thing. It can, if you like beating trophies and collecting things, then collecting the fish species, that's a personal best. I've got to keep that. Then that will that for me has grabbed me, and just some of the locations I just love coming to. So this one, yeah, I think that's probably it. So this one, just coming to this one, it just amazes me that. Yeah. Yeah, because people think, oh, I don't like fishing. Forget about that, because it's not like fishing. I know that sounds stupid, but it's not, because it's all the boring things about sitting out in the bad weather, you know, having to hook your bait, unhook the fish at the thing, all the things like that that you know that you would find uninteresting, sitting there for an hour waiting for a bite. That doesn't happen, because the biting and the fighting is a constant thing. Like you say, it's casting out and not catching anything. And you know that you're only a couple of minutes away from catching a fish. And if you're going after the rare fish, then it does become quite exciting to think that you might have that rare fish that you've been chasing after on the end of the line. But just I just love coming into these. Some of these are my favourite locations. This one here, I think, is my favourite sea location. Oh, look at that! Oh, now that is a big one. The size of that mother. And then you get this, so you've always got, you know, could happen at any moment. You'd never know. A big one. Feels big, but I can never tell. When it gets closer, you sort of get a little bit disappointed. It's like my missus will say to me, probably, I know the feeling. When it gets closer, it's not as big as I was expecting. Such a letdown. Disappointing. Oh, you bugger! Didn't catch it that time. You got to time the whipping when it doesn't jump. You have to do the whip action and get it right. There you go. Otherwise you can lose it. It's still going, look. Let's get rid. I'm gonna have to ask for people to get off those fairground rides and give me a hand to push him back out in the ocean. Okay. If I can get him. There, we got him. He's fairly big. Come on! It's a bit of a fight. No, don't lose him. No, 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 no. Oh, I nearly lost him then. The line went red. God damn it! He's putting up a fight, so he might be a fair old size. And that's the other thing, you've got the competition of the leaderboards that are constantly... Oh no! No, I lost him! Shit! No! After all that, I got him that close. So you're constantly fighting, you know, the leaderboards with trying to get the big fish. That felt pretty big, actually. So that could have been a personal best for me. But just when you were getting close, I couldn't quite get the whip. Normally I'd land them quite easily, so when they get to like the bigger sizes, they are more tricky to land, even if you've caught loads of them. One that got away! One that got away! But I had witnesses! That's the difference. I let it go. I got no room in my tank. So let's try float fishing. Because there's one there. So no matter, even if I cast in exactly the same spot, I wouldn't catch the shark. He wouldn't bite again. That's gone. Unfortunately. Come on. It's biting. That's a little one. There's going to be a disappointing after the loss. After the one that got away. What is it? It's tiny. It's a herring. No, it's a chub mackerel. Disappointing. Sorry, my friend. You can go back. Right, let's move on to the next area. Number 18. And what you can do as well, one of the things they did as an improvement was you can click on the logo and you can see what species of fish now are available in the locations, which is a really cool one. So there, yeah, that was the one. The Pacific sailfish was the one that I had difficulties with catching. It was a right pain in the butt, and it was the second to last one, but I'd spent the most time trying to catch that in a couple of locations. I ended up catching it on, I think it was on that last one, on the Santa Monica Pier. Let's try not to lose this fish. Oh! That has got a big fin. Look at it. It's like prehistoric. This is just proving me wrong, isn't it? How difficult a fish is to catch. I start talking about it, and there it is on the end of the line. Maybe the game's listening. It's blooming Zuckerberg, isn't it? It's listening always. What I'd really like is £1 million to appear in my bank account for no other reason other than he just wants to give it away. I shall check after I come off stream, see if that happens. I will give some to charity, honest. Oh, come on. Can't lose it. I think this is going to be a personal best because that looks huge as well. I think the chat's gone again. I can't hear anything. I'm going to check in a minute once I've landed this. We're nearly there, so we've only got a couple more areas to look at. So not long now. Oh no, it's still there. Oh. Do without that. But there you go. Come on, fish. But see what I mean? The closer it gets, the smaller that fin's got. I'm not quite sure why. So that was looking huge from a distance. Getting close by, not so big. Hello. Hello, no. Yes, I am very, very well. Thank you very much. I hope you are too. Thank you for dropping by. There we go. Yes, it's a personal best. Look at that. So there was me talking about I can't catch those, how difficult they were, and then I go and catch one. So level 19. It's another one of my favourite levels. San Francisco. And this one's got the animation of the whale. So every so often you'll either hear it or you might catch a glimpse of it because it's not always in the same place. So the animations can happen all around you. But you've got yachts as well. So you've got the ship that's going round in the background, the cargo ship. Sailing boats over there. Some sailing boats over there. Thank you, yes! Smoke animations. Little flag animated over there. Well, you missed out on the one that got away. There's a huge shark. And got it nearly landed and then lost it. So I might need to play for a little bit longer just to prove that I can land it. This is a little shark by the looks of it. It's like the one that got away, but far away. So, oh no, it's barracuda. Release. So we've got plenty of money. So I might just do a couple more here to see if the whale animation happens. See if we can capture it on live stream. Did you? Cool. You're the second person that said that tonight. Oh, okay. Well done. Which game was it, Serenity? Which one was it, by the way? I know he is working hard in the background, so but I haven't seen him for a little while. No problem. But I haven't heard from him in a little while now. So I'm not quite sure where he's at, but I know he was working on the Cove quite hard. So you might like head down concentrating on that. But he's always around. Oh, okay. What the like the ones where you have to push them around, or the hide and seek ones? Where you have to go and find them. There's Bobble Wobble or something like Wobble Bubble. Yeah. Oh my word. That's oh dear. Yeah, because when Box VR came out, I did that for a few weeks, and there we go. There's the whale. Yeah, so that was perfect timing. So yeah, I did Box VR when it first came out, which is now called Fit VR, and that killed me. That gets tricky later on. He's done really well on that because it starts off simple, but then you know the later levels with intricate sort of pushing of the cubes, it gets a little tricky, especially when you've only got a small area that they can go into and you over push them. So it's a very well done puzzle game for something that he really knocked up over a weekend and then fine tuned. He just an idea he had with the kids, I think, for them, and got a few ideas from them. And I think the next thing he did like 3 games in 3 weekends. It was ridiculous at that stage. A lot of ideas rolling about in his head, I think. That's where I was going wrong on the shark. I had the rod too far back to start with. Oh, we nearly lost this one. And then when you do the whip action, you don't have enough room. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to lose that one. Oh wow! What did you think? Yes, I do as well. That was the only thing. Is it was really well done, but it was very short, and I haven't felt the need to go back to it after finishing it. Even to you know, you can pretty much. I messed around a little bit, so I didn't get all the. You know, the stars, but if you concentrate you'll get the stars quite quickly on it and quite easily, and then you've completed the game on your first playthrough, really. So that was my only thing. It was a nice change from like a job simulator, and hopefully they will bring out more dishes for you to try. Let's go. This will be the final area, everyone. And the final one for tonight. So this one's got a fair few animations. You've got a helicopter there. You've got ships out the back there. There's a helicopter that flies from those buildings over there. Disappears in between there. And you have like a little Cessna type thing that flies from the buildings but at different angles. But then you've got sort of people that walk along the promenade as well, which is really cool. Yeah. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I'm pretty much the same. I am very much the same. I've let myself go, certainly over the lockdown. Disappointed in myself, really. VR's probably the only exercise I get. I've gone for walks and things like that. Hello, Benson Giles. Oh, boo. Boo! I lost the weight, but I found it again. It's fantastic. Oh, I've got the Power... What's it called? The Power... V-Power 2 or whatever it's called. And yeah... Mine's Pringles. I love Pringles. But I don't buy them so much, Pringles, anymore. I try and keep away from them. But I do like pizza. Pizza and Chinese, not together. I'm not totally sick. But yeah, if there's an opportunity for me to have pizza, then I'll quite happily eat a pizza. Or have a Chinese. And if I'm really pushed, I'll have a curry. And that's Tuesday sorted. I make myself hungry. I haven't eaten. It's the thing, I get in from work and I don't eat, and I probably end up eating crap too late in the day. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:15. I've nearly done 3 hours. Okay. I wasn't expecting to last this long. So this is going to be the last fish. I think I've bored you all enough now with this game. So this will be the last time I stream until some more DLC comes out. So if some more DLC comes out tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh yes. No. I'm quite lucky. We've got like all epic fish. I'm quite lucky. We've got some really nice country walks near where I am, so I can sort of walk out my door, go like half a mile, and then I can cut across country to the coast. Oh, stop it, Serenity. I can't, they'll be closed now. I won't be able to get anything. Just blooming, I'll have to do a pasta or something. I wasn't going to, I wanted to go back to the lodge and just say goodbye. We go and look at the view outside. One day, I hope, we will be able to fish from here. Cast out and just fish and catch things from here. I wonder if they're ever going to do another tank. So we got the two tanks now. Let me in. 2 fish tanks. We got all the boats. So you got. Oh, stop it. Yep. So all the boats. Salt water. And then you got the fresh water as well, which is pretty cool. You can choose colour schemes, so make it as individual as you like. So when you go and fish with your friends, you can all have the same boat in a different colour. So it's fantastic. So there you go, everyone. Congratulations to all 3 winners. I will, as soon as I come off the stream, send you over the codes. And yes, until the next DLC for Real VR Fishing, I will be moving on to something else. And tomorrow night I'm going to do some more unbinary. I'm going to see how far I can get in the game. So about 8:30 UK time tomorrow. I will see you then. Oh wow, that is very cool. Excellent. Yeah, because I can squat one time and have an issue. Brilliant. I might have. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, sir. I'll give you all a round of applause for staying with me. No, thank you. Thank you. Take care. Good night. Take care. Stay safe. Love to you all. Bye bye.